Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to the Port Hawkesbury Community Park. A place where we can let them be kids. Port Hawkesbury Community Park. Do you know the most important word in that sentence? Port Hawkesbury Community Park. Community, absolutely. Because it does take a community. A very small core of community volunteers who dare to dream. A community of supporters to make financial contributions, big and small, but at the end of the day, all equal in the big picture. A community of people who come together, shoulder to shoulder, in the last couple of weeks, but most particularly in the last few days, and specifically today. What an awesome sight. People who maybe didn't know each other, working together, shoulder to shoulder. It was an incredible experience here today for those of us who were able and privileged to be here. It's just another reason why we're proud to be part of this community. And now, this area here will be a community of children, families, and friends from communities across the Quad Counties who will enjoy this place of fun and family for decades to come. So you should all be very proud of what you've accomplished here. And since we're all standing, since we're all part of a great country, let's sing our national anthem. Heather, if you would lead us, please. Hats up.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. Quand embrasse et porter l'épée, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you very much, Heather Richards. I'm Bob McCaffrey from 1015 The Hawk, by the way. Glad to be here with the community and in celebration today. Obviously, you know, you need, as I mentioned, you need people who had a dream and had an idea and thought the impossible could be possible, and that's why we're here today. And I think we should give a special recognition to the team who stands behind me today. Woo! They believe that you would come forward and support this project, and they were right. I'm not sure if there's been another project that has brought the community together like this, to be quite honest with you. So there's big dividends in this for sure. Now, we've had lots of contributions, obviously. There is a list of them in the program, and Kim's just grabbing the program, and they're passing them out here. So you'll see that contribution list. But Tara Lee, would you come here for a second? I'm just going to get you to turn around, and we want to acknowledge. I'm not going to read all these names because there is too many, but not too many. There's a lot, I'll say that. But they're all on the back of these shirts. So many of you are wearing these purple shirts, and those are community supporters. In addition, thanks, Turley. In addition to those, there's a few more that have been added to this list. There's been more contributions coming in the last week. They are going to be added to the list on the website, so you can go back and take a look at that list. And again, every contribution has been important because it has to start with $1. It has to start with the first dollar somewhere. So whatever you've done to come forward and support this project, it's meant a lot. It's meant that Phase 1 has been completed and the plans are underway for Phase 2. I'm now going to call on the Mayor of the town of Port Hawkesbury, a proud man today. Would you please welcome Mayor Billy Joe McLean?
Quite a bit of it, and one welder, maybe one guy and one welder, just off to the side over here.
Thank you, Bob. Look, to all of you people, I think the best thing I can say, I raised 8 children in this town, and now we have 15 grandkids. An emotional, exciting day. And for these volunteers here, I used to go by that boardroom in the evening, look in the window at Patrick Leamy with his hands going and really full of enthusiasm. Well, they brought that enthusiasm to the street, and they brought the enthusiasm to our people, and it's brought this community together in a big, big way. So let me just close by saying this group are responsible. They got you people together and brought you all here today like one big family. Children, seniors, everybody is here. And the look on your faces when I arrived today was worth a lot of money. So let me just say we declare this open and exciting, and let's have a great future in Port Hawkesbury. And thank you all those people from outside of Port Hawkesbury that came and joined in today. Also mention that CIGO, the business people, particularly CIGO, I call it CIGO, the Hawk, sorry. I know, don't get mad at me back there.
That's right, Billy Joe.
They always play a very important role, and our staff within the town hall, I must compliment them, with Paula Davis and Maris. And last but not least is I'll call it the new town council, the excitable crew that I have around me. I want to thank them personally for all of their hard work and dedication. This has been you people that have done it. Not us, not the elected people. You've brought us all together, so God bless all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mayor McLean. I do want to, it's a team effort, obviously, but I do want to kind of single out 4 people who were the 4 co-chairs and who kind of kept things rolling all through the months that this has been underway. Jeremy White, Patrick Leamy, Tara Lee Wood, Kim McDonald. Now, we're not, in the traditional sense, a real multicultural community. We're trying, but we're not there yet. But we're darn well a multi-provincial community, because you got a Newfoundlander, you got another Newfoundlander here, you've got a New Brunswicker, and you've got, I don't know if she was the token Port Hawkesbury girl or not, Tara Lee. But that's what our community is. It's a community of communities who come together and feel part of a community, so much so that they can step out and say, you know what, we've got a dream. Will you come with me on the dream? You guys did it, so awesome. And thanks for making us feel so good. It's been great. It's been great. I want to also bring down a couple of guys who you know, they planted themselves in Port Hawkesbury on Wednesday, made an impression immediately, and we'll be forever indebted to them. Our 2 team leaders who came and told us what all of these unwrappings were all about. Would you please, I want John and Keith to come forward, please. Tom, Keith, and Hyper John. One of the things these guys said, it's one of the biggest park bills they've been part of for quite some time. And the other thing is that when they landed on the site on Wednesday, and there were things that we needed to have happen. It was a matter of looking around and then saying, I need this. It was there. The way the community responds, and they were saying, in some of these communities, when you need a hole dug, you got the pick and the shovel, you dig a hole. We didn't have to do that. We just asked one of the guys, whether it was Norvon or Cecil or Darren or whatever the case may be. Those guys were on the site with their heavy equipment, and they were doing the job. And it was amazing. Lowell was here too. Don't forget Lowell. He was here in those first days clearing the site. So thanks to not only the companies, but the people that the companies employ. They're rock stars in our eyes. So part of the opening is a dedication of the park as well. That's part of the things we do with Let Them Be Kids, which is an awesome organization. So thanks to Ian and the crew at Let Them Be Kids. And we say, if you look around and you look at next to Scotty there, you can wave in the camera and say, thanks, Let Them Be Kids. Thank you. They're watching live on the web. Awesome. And Jeremy and the rest of the crew, I'm sure you will agree that with all that you guys went through and the frustration and stress and everything else and wondering if this was going to happen, when you saw that dome full of kids like 15 minutes before we were ready, you knew you did it right, eh? That was it. That there was the money shot. Okay, would you please welcome Tara Lee Wood.
You guys right off the bat to forgive me, because no doubt I'm going to break down trying to get through this. All right, so there's going to be a whole lot of reading from this speech, because I want to make sure that I cover the very important points that I have down here in regard to the people that we are dedicating this park with. So forgive me for not looking up and making a lot of eye contact, because I'm just not going to get through it if I do. It has been an incredible ride being part of this. The past 5 months have been completely overwhelming. It's been a lot of work getting to this point, but I think I speak on behalf of our entire committee when I say looking out and seeing the community come together like this and seeing the smiles on these faces, it's well worth it. Everybody can rest assured that's, taken part in this, that you have made a huge difference for this community. We've had all of these little people taking part, helping make decisions, and getting their hands right into it from the get-go, and we are shaping future citizens, and it's just been magical. Kids today are bombarded with sports heroes, rock stars, actors, actresses to idolize and adore, and as a result, the everyday heroes are often overlooked. One of our tasks assigned to us by Let Them Be Kids was to choose a veteran or other everyday hero from our community, be it a paramedic or somebody else who's made a huge difference for the community, and honor them with the dedication in our new park. So after much discussion, it was decided that we were going to honor two very special people, not only veterans who fought and lived through some horrific events in World War II, but also people who made a very significant contribution right here in our community every day. He was a heroic doctor brought overseas in 1951 by the community of West Bay Road. He moved his practice to Port Hawkesbury in 1952. and he opened the doors of his home to patients 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, acting as the equivalent to today's emergency room, essentially, and even delivering babies in his own home. When patients were unable to make it in severe weather, he traveled far and wide to reach patients in need. He prided himself in offering care to the poor and the vulnerable when they were unable to afford his services, as he believed that everyone deserved equal health care and opportunity. He retired in 1996 at the age of 83, and after a 58-year-long outstanding career, he passed away in March 2007 at the age of 93. His loving wife, a wartime experienced nurse, was always busy helping by his side, helping out in the office, and she would often accompany him on his house calls. When she wasn't busy helping, she devoted much of her time to one of her greatest passions, which was Girl Guides. She started the Girl Guide organization here in Port Hawkesbury in 1957 and Brownies a year later, and it just spiraled from there. We now have Pathfinders, Rangers, Sparks, the whole works. I'm told that she often paid membership fees out of her own pocket when children or families couldn't do so. She received many awards in her career as guide captain, most notable in 2007, the Beaver Medal, which is the organization's highest honor. In 2010, she and her late husband were awarded the Jack Hardery Lifetime Achievement Award by the Strait Area Chamber of Commerce for their significant contributions to the community. She died in March of 2011 as one of the most well-known and well-respected residents of our town for the life skills and sense of empowerment she provided for so many young people, myself included. I have my badges here today, and I meant to have them out to hold them up and say thank you, Mrs. Guzadal, but they're tucked away. I know if they were still here with us today, they would have been amongst the first people jumping on board to help in whatever way they could, because they were the epitome of community-minded people who wanted to pave the way for the younger generations. It is with great pleasure and great honor to hereby dedicate our new Port Hawkesbury Community Park in memory of Dr. and Mrs. Guzadal.
All right, thanks very much, Tara Lee. That was great. What a beautiful dedication. Awesome. So you have a program, I think. Many of you have a program. On the back of that program is the words to Dave Gunning's song, These Hands, appropriate for this day. So please join the Port Hawkesbury Community Park Choir.
Some hands have held the world together. Some hands have fought in wars forever. Just tell me, what shall I do with these hands of mine? Some hands have blessed a million people. Some hands have freed the world from evil. So tell me, what shall I do with these hands of mine? What shall I do with these hands of mine? What shall I do with these hands of mine? The world could use a hero of a humankind. Nice. Tell me, what shall I do with these hands of mine? Some hands can stop a life from dying. Some hands can hurt a baby crying. So tell me, what shall I do with these hands of mine? What shall I do with these hands? want to sing it from my heart. I want to hear it in the wind till it blows around the world and comes back again. And all that we could ask for is for hours to be free, to use them when we want, for whatever the need. Some hands give voice to a nation. Some hands wrote the times they are a-changing, sure. So tell me, what shall I do with these hands of mine? Here we go. What shall I do with these hands of mine? What shall I do with these hands of mine? The world could use a hero of humankind. Tell me, what shall I do with these hands of mine? Let's all sing it now. So what shall I do with these hands of mine? What shall I do with these hands of mine? The world could use a hero of the humankind. Oh, tell me, what shall I do? One more. With these hands of mine. What shall I do with these hands of mine? What shall I do with these hands of mine? The world could use a hero of the humankind. Tell me, what shall I do with these hands of mine? Tell me, what shall I do with these hands of mine? One more. Oh, tell me, what shall I do with these hands of mine? How about build a playground?
Guys, what does it say? We dream. We lift. Oh. Help. We dream. We build. We play. We did it.